Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going on a virtual holiday to the biggest country on the planet, Russia, a land of extremes, from the icy plains of Siberia to the bustling streets of Moscow. Pack your metaphorical bags for this one. Uncover 30 fascinating facts about Russia that are so surprising, they'll make you want to book a one-way ticket. So put the kettle on, get comfy, and let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about size, because Russia really takes the biscuit. We're talking 17 million square kilometers. That's bigger than Pluto. You could fit almost 2 United States within its borders, and still have room for Canada on the side. You'd need a lifetime to explore all its nooks and crannies. Imagine a country so vast it spans 11 time zones. In Russia, when it's lunchtime in Moscow, it's breakfast in Vladivostok. It's like living in a time warp. Can you imagine the jet lag? You'd need a holiday to recover from your holiday. Next, we're diving into the depths of Siberia, to a lake so deep, it'll make your head spin. Lake Baikal is the deepest freshwater lake on the planet, 1,642 meters deep, taller than the Empire State Building. And the water? Crystal clear, like something out of a fairy tale. It holds 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater. Talk about a refreshing dip. Speaking of epic journeys, have you heard of the Trans-Siberian Railway? It's the longest railway in the world, stretching over 9,000 kilometers from Moscow to Vladivostok. Imagine the stories those train windows could tell. It's the ultimate bucket list adventure, crossing mountains, forests, and steppes, all while sipping tea from a samovar. Now, wouldn't that be a hoot? If you thought a British winter was nippy, hold on to your hats. We're off to Oymyakon in Siberia, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. The record low there is minus 67.8 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine? Your breath would freeze before it left your mouth. People's eyelashes freeze together there. Makes you appreciate good gloves, doesn't it? From the freezing cold to the hustle and bustle of the city, we arrive in Moscow, the capital of Russia. Home to over 12 million people, it's a sprawling metropolis brimming with history, culture, and enough onion-domed churches to make your head spin. It's a city that never sleeps, and you'd need a lifetime to uncover all its secrets. Planning a trip to Russia? Brush up on your language skills. It's not as daunting as it looks. The Russian language uses the Cyrillic alphabet with 33 letters. Some look familiar, some look like modern art. Once you get the hang of it, it's like cracking a secret code. What better way to toast your new language skills than with a shot of vodka? Did you know vodka comes from the Russian word voda, meaning water? I suppose it is water, just with a bit of a kick. It's practically the national drink of Russia, and they take it very seriously. So, when in Russia, do as the Russians do, but pace yourself, eh? Next, we're setting sail down the Volga River, the longest river in Europe. This majestic waterway stretches over 3,530 kilometers, like a giant watery serpent winding its way through the heart of Russia. It's been a source of inspiration for artists and poets for centuries, and it's not hard to see why. It's simply breathtaking and awe-inspiring. Here's a curious fact for you. There are around 9 million more women than men in Russia. This gender imbalance is due to the impact of World War II, which claimed millions of Russian men. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the resilience of the Russian people. Did you know Russia has the largest forest reserves in the world? The taiga forest is a vast expanse of pine, spruce, and fir trees, stretching for thousands of miles. It's like one giant oxygen factory, producing fresh air for the planet. They call it the lungs of the Earth for a reason. Now let's blast off into space. Russia was the first to launch a human into orbit. Yuri Gagarin made that giant leap for mankind in 1961. Imagine the bravery, the thrill, the audacity of it all. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our thirst for exploration. Russia's history hasn't always been smooth sailing. The country suffered unimaginable losses during World War II, with an estimated 26 million casualties. A sobering reminder of the horrors of war and sacrifices made. Their resilience in the face of such adversity is remarkable. Let's step into the present and visit one of the most famous public squares in the world, Red Square in Moscow. This iconic square is home to the Kremlin, the official residence of the Russian president, and St. Basil's Cathedral, with its colorful, onion-shaped domes. It's a place steeped in history, where every cobblestone tells a story. Now, if you're feeling peckish after all that sightseeing, you're in luck. Moscow is home to the world's largest McDonald's restaurant. That's right, darlings. You can get your Big Mac fix in a restaurant that seats over 700 people. I wonder if they do a supersized McFlurry. Let's find out. No trip to Russia is complete without picking up a souvenir or two. And what better souvenir than a set of adorable Russian matryoshka dolls? These nesting dolls with their brightly painted faces are more than just pretty. They represent family, tradition, and the Russian spirit of resilience. Russia is renowned for its rich cultural heritage, and its world-famous ballet companies embody that. The Bolshoi and Mariinsky ballets are legendary, with dancers so graceful they defy gravity. A night at the ballet in Russia is unforgettable. Now be prepared for all sorts of weather because most of Russia experiences a subarctic climate. We're talking long, cold winters with snowdrifts taller than me, darling, and short, sweet summers. But don't let the cold deter you. The Russians know how to embrace winter with ice skating, skiing, and enough vodka to keep you warm all season long, my friend. Religion plays an important role in Russian life, with over 75% of the population practicing Russian Orthodox Christianity. The country is dotted with beautiful churches and monasteries, each one a testament to the enduring and powerful presence of faith. From the spiritual heart of Russia, we travel to its cultural capital, St. Petersburg. Founded by Peter the Great in 1703, this city is a feast for the senses, with its grand palaces, ornate bridges, and canals that rival Venice. It's no wonder they call it the Venice of the North. If you visit St. Petersburg in summer, you might experience the White Nights phenomenon. Imagine a city bathed in twilight where the sun barely sets. It's magical, like something out of a dream. For adventurers, Russia is home to Mount Elbrus, the highest peak in Europe. Standing tall at 5,642 meters, it's a challenge for experienced climbers, but the views from the top are breathtaking. Here's a geographical quirk for you. Russia borders the Caspian Sea, the largest inland body of water in the world. It's so big they call it a sea, even though it's technically a lake. A unique ecosystem teeming with life, a reminder that nature is full of surprises. Venturing further north, we reach the tundra, a vast, treeless plain stretching to the horizon. It's a harsh environment, frozen most of the year, but home to reindeer, Arctic foxes, and polar bears. Now that's a winter wonderland. Russia has a long literary tradition, producing some of the world's greatest writers, from Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace to Fyodor Dostoevsky's thrillers and Anton Chekhov's short stories. Russian literature reveals the soul of a nation. On a more somber note, Russia is also the birthplace of the AK-47, one of the most widely recognized and used rifles in the world. Invented by Mikhail Kalashnikov, the AK-47 has become a symbol of both conflict and revolution. Its legacy is a complex and often controversial one, shaping history in profound ways. Did you know Russia shares borders with 14 countries? From China to Ukraine, North Korea to Finland, Russia is a melting pot of cultures, a reminder of our interconnected world. Back on home turf, we marvel at the Cathedral of Christ the Savior in Moscow, the largest Orthodox church in the world. Its golden domes seem to touch the sky, symbolizing Russia's spiritual heritage and enduring faith. Did you know Russia is one of 5 countries bordering the Arctic Ocean? It's a country of extremes, from the frozen Arctic Circle to the sun-drenched beaches of Sochi, a land of endless possibilities. And finally, no trip to Moscow would be complete without a ride on the city's iconic metro system. But this is no ordinary subway, darling. The Moscow Metro is like an underground palace with stations adorned with chandeliers, mosaics, and marble statues. It's an art gallery on rails, a true marvel. Ooh. And there you have it. 30 amazing facts about Russia, from its vast landscapes to its rich culture. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.